Normally, I'd be in a better mood today. It's Friday. Don't got to work Saturday. And don't worry, if you've read the title and all, it's not anything Doctor Who related. No one from the show has passed or anything like that, so don't freak out. But woke up this morning and you know pop on the Facebook, and the first thing I see is that Meatloaf passed away last night at the age of 74. And you don't realize sometimes how much someone has been an influence or, you know, really, been there in the background of your life. But me, like I said, I grew up, as anyone who's been a child of the 70s and all that will remember when the album Bad Out of Hell came out. We had, my brothers had the full length LP, the 8-track, the cassette. The first CD I bought when I bought my very own first CD player with my first job was Bad Out of Hell. Now, I don't know how many of you also growing up watched a movie called Eddie and the Cruisers. But one of the greatest statements in that movie was when they talked about how, words and music go together. And when Jim Steinman and Meatloaf came together, they redefined rock and roll with that album. And like I said, I'm sorry this isn't Doctor Who related. Okay. Oh, it's not anyone Doctor Who related, as I said at the beginning of the video. It's Meatloaf passed away last night at age 74. Now, a lot of you may remember him from, of course, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he did a few other things along the way, movie-wise and things like that, but the main focus was his music. Him and Jim Steinman, they just really, really redefined music, which was why I was really sad when Jim Steinman passed away, a few years back. And he was Eddie, the guy on the motorcycle. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really, really love that rock and roll, that guy. Like that, he went on to make so many albums and all that, and like I said, I don't know, it just really hit me hard, Like I said, it's not like I ever met the guy or anything, but still, it's just, that's what was on my mind this morning, coming in. I even played a couple of his songs here on the player as I was on my way in. So no, it's for anyone freaks out. No, it's not anyone Doctor Who related. If you're just jumping in right now, all of this, I had a tear in my eye. I didn't even realize it. It's just something that's going to affect me. It was kind of like when I know it's kind of sad when we see our heroes pass. Or the people who touch so many other lives with their music, their acting, their you know just their presence on the planet. Like I said, that's why it makes me really, really thankful. Tom Baker celebrated his 88th birthday yesterday. He's still with us. You know, Still here on the planet, so to speak. Still, on this journey we call life. And like I said, it's going to be pretty much the same way as when, Liz Sladen passed. And I walked around, I had to do it. I had literally found out, and this is back when I was at the other plant, and I had to do 10-hour shifts. And I literally walked around because I'd found out just as I walked in, to work. I picked up the phone and took a look at the thing, and boom, there it is. That Liz Sladen had passed, and I'm like, it kind of like, I had a tear in my eye that whole night. Just it just didn't hit me. It hit me consciously, and also hit me subconsciously. Here's a guy who I'd been listening to, Meatloaf, not Liz Sladen, Meatloaf. In one form or another for 40 years, coming up, or more, and was still putting music out there every so often. Because I remember how overjoyed I was when, Bat Out of Hell 2 came out. I never listened to 3, I don't think. Because 2 was like, damn, But, just, something to think about today, Sorry if I've been a bit of a downer and, this morning, but that's what I'm thinking about, I just can't think about Doctor Who this morning because here was a guy who was, overweight, all that, had gone through so much in his life. Matter of fact, if you've ever heard the song Objects in the Rearview Mirror, Jim Steinman wrote that song for Meatloaf because he had been abused by his father. And like I said, I luckily never went through that. But, that song, literally when it came out, brought tears in my eyes every time I listened to it. It's just so moving. But, like I said, it's Friday. We'll soldier on. Okay, once again, I'm going to say this for you folks who are just coming in. It's not anyone Doctor Who related. I'm talking about Meatloaf, the artist. I can't remember his real name. It was something a day. But he never really used that name. Yeah, I'm talking about Meatloaf. Not anyone Doctor Who related this morning, okay? Because, like I said, one of the first albums I remember hearing was Bat Out of Hell, and the first, like I said, CD I've ever bought in my life was Bat Out of Hell, and it's just deeply sad. Apparently, he passed at the age of 74. They haven't really given any details, that I can find as what the cause of death was, but considering how much he went through and all that, I know he had issues with his weight and things like that, but he kept rocking, and that's what we got to do. Here's a guy I remember, because I have never, ever in my life, I can't find a single photo of me being skinny. And I was always, later on, I was always picked on for it. But then I always remembered Meatloaf on that stage, singing his heart out and dancing and, putting that energy out there. And I thought, hey, if this guy can keep going, so can I. Because like I said, I can't find a single photo, even from my childhood, where I've been skinny. And then I come to find out way too late in life that, oh, by the way, you have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. But of course, everyone will say I'm making an excuse. You see, I'm also in a down mood because I've been on a very strict diet for the last couple of years, because I really want to. Yeah, he was in the movie Black Dog, you're right. And found out I just gained 5 pounds and my blood sugar level went up back up 5 points. And it's like, I just got it down, and it's like, but gotta keep on moving, keep on rocking, keep on going forward. And it was kind of weird because I've been working on this story. I've been kind of, doing those little stories for Dr. Freedom Eric. Some people really like them, where it kind of takes its own little side tangent. And one I was working on was, I can't remember. I've changed the title about 4 times now, but it was about death and life, and it's kind of, hit me in the gut. I read this morning about, Meatloaf's passing. So please don't panic. It's not anyone Doctor Who related. It's somebody who touched my life very profoundly. Very profoundly. What the hell's profoundly? Profoundly. All these many years I've been here. In my 50 years on the planet, 40 years I've been listening to Meatloaf. And, now he's no longer with us. But I'd like to believe that if there is an afterlife, like I said, I'm not a heavily religious person. I don't pick on people for being religious or anything like that either, because I think anything that you can have faith in that gets you through the day can't be a bad thing, And I'd like to think if there is a heaven, that, Jim Steinman met him at the gates, and said, come on, we've got work to do. I know. I knew she'd have to say something about that. It's just I've been, trying to take my, like I said, I dropped like 20 something pounds. I was back down in the, like I said, and then you come in and you're thinking, okay, it can't have gone up, and then sure enough it did. All you can do is keep moving forward. And I'm sorry to cut this short, and I'm sorry if I've alarmed anybody. Like I said, about you thinking it's Doctor Who related because I'm talking about it. But like I said, it's time for me to go into work and keep rocking. Take care, everyone, and I hope your weekend's a good one. Remember, be kind and sit back and think about those who've influenced your life. Oh God, thanks, Mark. You're gonna swell her head through the roof. She's not gonna be able to. I'm talking about Meatloaf. Yeah, for you folks who've come in late. And like I said, I gotta run. So yeah, Meatloaf has passed away at age 74. Like I said, it's nothing Doctor Who related. That's why I tried to take Doctor Who news off there. I hope it was successful. But take care, everybody, please. And like I said, be kind, be careful, and remember, we're all mortal. Good day, everyone. Sorry,